Thank you for watching My News 26. I'm Paula Jasper. Today we're in Interlochen, and joining me is Gregg Palm, the owner of G3 Studios. Thanks for joining me, Greg.
Thank you.
Now, you started this woodworking business. Can you tell me how that happened?
Well, basically, I was an engineer in the auto industry, and I started working on wood in my garage just as a hobby, and that rekindled some of the memories of high school and whatnot. And then I went into making products and giving it away to friends, and they suggested I try selling it at fairs and whatnot, and I did. Started making some money, and then the industry that I was in, or the company I was with, started going down, and they were laying everybody off, and that was my cue to turn it into a business.
So you decided to make the leap.
Full bore. No fear.
Okay, now you have a beautiful, beautiful shop here. We'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. But first, let's talk about the uniqueness of your business, the fact that you use some very unique woods. Sure. Can you tell us about some of the woods that you use?
Well, we use both exotic and domestic woods. We use a lot of maple, walnut, cherry, which is domestic to Michigan. And we also use exotic woods from mainly South America and Africa. A lot of the really bright, colorful woods come from South America. Some of the real wild grain character woods come from Africa. I can show you some of the woods here, like this wood. We can go down the list here. Like here's some Liptus, which is South America, Wangi, African, yellow heart, purple heart, canary wood, red heart, walnut, and some Brazilian cherry. And those are all the natural colors. There's no dyes or stains.
Okay. Now, what is your most popular product?
The item that we sell the most of is our pepper mills. They are our signature product. We sell a variety of products, but our signature product is definitely our pepper mills.
Okay. Do you mainly sell them out of your shop here, or what do you do?
We travel around the country, go to art fairs, but we also wholesale to stores. We sell locally to a couple of stores in the area. We wholesale to them, so they sell directly to the public.
Okay, now let's touch on your beautiful workshop.
Okay.
Tell me how you put this together and some of its aspects.
Well, basically what we did, since this is my office, when we moved in here, it was just a basic pole barn, and Yvonne and I gutted the whole thing, tore the concrete out, sunk a frost wall down, we put foam underneath, we put radiant heat, we did all the electrical work ourselves, we did all the pine work and all the duct work in here. So it's a very efficient, fun office environment.
Greg, how do you get these exotic woods?
Well, I work with a couple of different suppliers. There's one in Michigan that I use. Buy a lot of the domestic woods, the maple, walnut, cherry, oaks, and that kind of stuff, and some of my exotics. There's another company in the Carolinas that I buy a lot of the exotic woods from, and they are importers. They buy woods from various countries around the world.
Okay, now can you explain a little bit of the process to us?
When I buy wood, it comes in what's called random widths and random lengths. They're anywhere from 4 inches wide up to maybe 16 or 20 inches wide and up to 16 foot long. And then I take those woods and I cut it down into shorter, manageable lengths, like this piece here of Brazilian cherry. I cut it down into 3 foot lengths, and I take and cut the woods into strips, various thickness strips, anywhere from 1/4 inch to 2 inches wide. And then after I do that, I run them through a sander to get the surface really smooth, and then I'll take the woods and I'll glue them together into various patterns like we have here, various different woods from around the world, and those become the blanks for making my products. Just like the pepper mills here. As an example, this one here is what a pepper mill looks like when it's all the pieces of wood are glued together, and then this is what it would look like after it's all done, all turned and finished. The process from rough sawn lumber to what you see here takes a minimum of 3 weeks with all the cutting and gluing and finish work.
Well, Greg, thanks for sharing your beautiful products with us and your beautiful wood shop. I can tell that you really enjoy what you do.
I love what I do. Like I tell everybody, it's one of those things. If I won the lottery tomorrow, I'd still do what I do. I'd just build a bigger shop. If you're interested in any of our products, you can visit our website at g3studios.net. There are also some local stores, Serendipity in Bear Lake, Americana Gallery in Traverse City, Chateau Grand Traverse, and also Buds in Interlochen. You can also visit our website to see other areas in your location.
Thanks a lot, Greg.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Paula Jasper, My News 26 in Interlochen.